ready.
Man, that is going to be a slobber knocker of a game right there.
In all my time, I don't remember somebody scoring 4.
Yeah, if I use a word, jetapult, it's actually a word. People don't realize it.
Right. Good try. No soup for you.
Trey, go get you some wax beans and
soup for the deli, I know.
yeah, go get you some wax beans and have
Trey,
a good day, man. First downs for Central Clay for 1, 2, 3, 4 quarters. Roll call with a spidget.
Roll call. A spidget.
Spidget.
A spidget.
Who's that, man?
I don't know who it is. That's a great song, man.
Oh, come on, man. I saw them at...
You saw them?
Yeah. They opened up...
Is that Yes?
No, that's the Fix.
The Fix.
I saw them...
I thought it was the Fix or the Cure. Yeah, I get the Fix and the Cure mixed up.
Man, I saw them opening up for Widespread Panic out in Sandy Field.
Boy, you bringing up some spider webs now.
No, Michael Gregory was there.
You didn't know he was there.
I didn't know he was there, but he was right there.
What's going on, man?
Oh, man.
It's
Happy Easter, by the way.
Happy Easter to you, man. It's he is risen.
He has risen, man. And I tell you what was weird. I got to see Brother Nick do the sermon virtually on.
We did too.
On Facebook, so it was kind of weird.
Yep, we did too. And well, I tell you something that was neat is we watched our service on Facebook, and when our service was over, we turned it to the National Cathedral in Washington D.C. and watched that, and that was incredible.
Nobody there either.
It was empty, but yeah, just to watch the National Cathedral service was really neat.
You know, I meant to ask David Hennigan the other day. You know where the Pope comes out and does there. I wonder if they did that this year.
I don't know.
I have to ask David.
I don't know.
Because, you know, normally their big Easter thing, the Pope stands out there in front of the Vatican and millions.
Right. Millions, yeah, it's the big deal. But I don't know. We have to ask him to see. He'll know. Welcome to the April 12th and the Easter edition of Sports Chat with Neal and Wally. And my co-host texted me about 3 o'clock and said, "Hey, are we gonna have a show?" Yeah, we're gonna have a show. I said, unless we're under tornado warning or something, we're going to have a show.
Well, we're going to be on a tornado warning later tonight, buddy.
According to Josh from WSFA. We hope you and your families are staying safe during this pandemic period. And I'm going to tell you what, Wally and I we've been talking off the air, and we text every day and talk. And if you're an essential employee or a front lines employee or any type of medical professional or anything, we just thank you from the bottom of our hearts. I mean, thank you for everything you're doing and keeping everybody safe and keeping our country rolling. I mean, it's tough times, folks.
It is
it's tough
real
times.
Tough times.
And
especially all even the little businesses and stuff. Your heart goes out.
I'm telling you, man. There's been several times where Michelle and I said, you know, we could just eat a sandwich and some chips, but we would spend $30, you know, on a meal and go pick it up. But, you know, just to try to support.
Just to support the people.
And because it's sad, man. Sad. And my mother-in-law made a good, my mother-in-law looked at me today over Easter lunch and said, "Aren't you glad you didn't open that coffee shop?" And I never really thought about it.
Man, I didn't even think about it.
I never really thought about it, but the Lord works in mysterious ways. You know, that coffee shop, if Michelle and I would have got it up and running, how, you know, they say your first year of business, you either break even or take a loss. You know, and you're setting yourself up for the next couple of years of trying to make a business work. And we would have been in it about 1 year, if we would have done that. And the Lord works in mysterious ways, and that didn't work out. And thank goodness it didn't.
Good gracious. I didn't even think
it's
about
been
that.
hard enough watching our retirement money just go.
Oh, my goodness.
But that's virtual money, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, it should come back.
Yeah.
But gosh, if I'd have sunk a ton of money into a coffee shop and watched it go down the tube because of some stupid virus,
I know.
that would have been difficult. But, hey, we want to remind everybody, Wally, you want to tell everybody what the Corona hotline is?
Yeah, the Corona hotline is 334-670-5409. And I'd like to say this as well. I know we're under a tornado watch right now. And everybody that watches us, pretty much, we're in Alabama. We got some Colorado and Florida, but in Alabama,
internet watchers.
Internet watchers. But I did read a post from Dan Smith, and if you are in the Troy area, they are going to open up the recreation center for a safe place in the event something does happen.
And not just in the Troy area. Wally, I saw where the governor relaxed the coronavirus mandates and orders so that people could go to these types of shelters all over. But in Troy, you're right, the recreation center is open. But I saw where the government relaxed. The Governor Ivey relaxed those orders for the tornadoes, so you could gather in shelters. Keep your 6 foot distancing when you get to the shelter.
Exactly. And I know Neal and I were joking right before we came on about one of the weather people on the news said, "I want you to look at the TV."
Yeah, he said, look at the TV.
He said, "I don't know where it's going to be, but there's going to be some major tornadoes tonight." So
that's the only thing they don't know where.
They just don't know where. But I do be cognizant of your surroundings, and because we love everybody out there.
And Wally and I want to let everybody know we are practicing social distancing here. We're on 2 cameras, as you can see. I lose my arm. We're not close to each other, and but we're getting the live show done, and that's what matters.
Yeah, exactly.
And we're glad to be here. And man, I'm gonna tell you, man, I know this now. I'm not ready to retire.
I'm not either.
I got a little gas left in the tank, man. These last 3 weeks, I spent $1,200 at Lowe's on lumber. I have spent $1,200 at Lowe's on lumber, and have absolutely added. I now have a multi-tier level back deck behind my house, and I have had a good time putting a deck together, building a deck.
And I went and saw it the other day, and it looked real good, man. I think you need to go in the deck business.
No, I don't either. But I've enjoyed buying lumber and building a deck in my backyard. And man, if I hadn't had that, I don't know. I'm spending 4, 5, 6 hours a day out there working on that thing, and that's got me by. It really has got me. It's got me by. What you been doing the past time at your house? Painting?
Man, I've called you know the Beskimsky home that's on West College.
Yeah.
The big white home that was built in 19.
Right next to my church.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. I've been painting that thing. It's huge.
Yeah.
I've been really working on it, and I got to tell you this story to tell another one. My dad came over Saturday, and I did. My dad's on Facebook now, so you got the friend Mac Lowry.
He friended me.
I would never believe Dad's on Facebook, but I did He did a little pre-sermon for Calvary Baptist where he preaches.
Let me put this in. Mr. Mac looks about 62, 63, but he's 80.
I think he's 82.
82, and he's on Facebook.
And so anyway, Dad came to the house, and I filmed it live, and we put it on the Calvary Baptist Church site. Mm-hmm. And as we was leaving, Dad said, "Oh, that's the Beskipsky home." And he said that he toured it when he was in 10th grade.
Oh, man.
And said that the lady that owned it said that they brought all that wood from England. Dad was just going all about the house.
He knew all about it?
He knew all about it.
That's so
cool, but I'm going to put it on Facebook. I'm almost done with it. That
man.
thing is huge, man.
Yeah.
It is huge.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's what I think.
Okay. Man, speaking of virus, I think we may be turning the corner. I'm not saying we're not out of the woods. We're not out of the woods, but I think we're turning the corner a little bit, and we can see the light at the end of the tunnel maybe on this crazy stuff. And there's, in all my years, man, I've never envisioned going through a Easter Sunday like I just had. I mean, Wally, that's crazy, man. I mean, everything from virtual church to limited family contact. Nobody drove to Troy. Zero, folks. Zero. Zero family drove to Troy, Alabama for Easter celebration. And limited picture taking. I mean, it was. Wally, we'll remember this the rest of our lives. I told my kids that today. I said, "You'll remember this Easter. You'll remember this one, because this is something." I used the word special, but it wasn't special. But it was special. Yeah, I said, "You'll remember this one," and that's something crazy. But any update on the special investigation from 1993 from the Western Kentucky Red Blob eating all the Subway sandwiches?
Man,
give us an update, man.
I do not have any updates. I still got some feelers.
What kind of investigative work are you doing?
Okay, listen, I have a buddy that does the same thing I do in Kentucky.
Yeah.
And I did reach out to him when I was at work Wednesday. I texted him and I said, "Hey," gave him the story. I said, find out, if you know anything about it. So he's
on it.
He's on it too. So one day we're gonna that old big red blob that got his butt beat by a 2-year-old.
What kind of a big red blob? But somebody at Western Kentucky,
There's at a round
they
table.
sat at a round table discussing that, and they said, "I got it. I got it. I got it." Everybody vote yes. A red blob.
A red blob with a big mouth.
That's incredible, man. What I was reading my favorite newspaper is the Troy Messenger, but I was.
Wait, Tom, did you see my article in Troy Messenger?
I don't reckon so. Was it on the internet?
Unbelievable.
What'd you do?
I had a folk art story.
Did you talk about our show?
I did, but they didn't put it in there.
Oh my God!
Go ahead and tell your story, and now I got to tell you about
right.
my folk art.
I was thumbing through the Dothan Eagle that we get, and about the virus affecting other things and things you don't think about, and it got to talking about umpires and officials being something that you don't think about every day. The spring umpires and officials are making zero. They don't have anything to umpire. They don't have any. They usually work for straight cash, and there's no pension plans. There's no. Now the major league umpires got pension plans and stuff, but I'm talking about your Saturday softballs, your Saturday baseball tournament umpires, your high school umpires, your college umpires and officials and all. Heck, some of these people do this as part of their retirement, and I'll probably umpire some when I retire. I mean, because I love it. Yeah. But the article was about things you don't think about this virus affecting, and umpiring and officiating was one of them. And I was like, "You're right." That article was spot on, man, because the umpires and officials are making nothing. There's no sports to officiate.
I know, and we made good. I mean, I tell you, I used to use all that money for Christmas.
I did
back
too.
When we first started, man.
I did too.
Was some good money.
Yep. I usually take my family on vacation with my money too.
But anyway, since you didn't read my story,
go ahead,
that was anything. I had found actually Dr. Hicks had given me some bricks, and I went up there and got some bricks. But when they tore down the middle school, got bricks.
Well, I saw you did that on Facebook. You put a picture of the bricks.
Yes. Well, they called the newspaper called.
Yeah.
And said, "Hey, I want to do a story about that." So I told them the story.
Okay, I told you.
But and I shared the story to you. But see, folks, you can see how much he loves me.
I didn't. I've been busy, man, building a day.
But you could have taken 3 minutes to read Miss Threadwell's article. She did a great job.
I will as soon as I get home, man.
Thank you, man.
Folks, this is live television.
We don't make this.
We don't make this. We don't rehearse this stuff very much. And Wally done thrown. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't read the article. I will when I get home, man. I will. I will when I get home. Speaking of articles, last week we had Mayor Reeves on the phone talking about the coronavirus pandemic, and I don't know where the conversation went to, but we asked Mayor Reeves, is the Troy Fest postponed, rescheduled, or canceled, or what? And he really didn't know, and I don't think anybody knew, and he told everybody on our show that he was 99% sure it was canceled, but he wasn't sure. But
Rob,
whoever in the know was either listening to our show or saw the replay of our show, or somebody that was watching our show called Rob and texted him or whatever. But that next day, the committee came out and said that Troy Fest is for sure canceled. So we hated to be the bearer of bad news right here on our show, but since we brought it up, and it happened,
it's huge revenue. Block for the city of Troy. And I've been at Troy Fest for almost about 10 years. Vending for 10 years. And I do a lot because it is a
Wally
hobby.
folk art.
But it is a hobby. But there are a lot of vendors that I'm personal friends with that is their actual income. So it just breaks my heart.
That's kind of like the umpires we were just talking about. Things you don't think about. I mean, those vendors are missing that pension, that extra cash.
Now, I'm going to tell you I'm going to go ahead and forewarn everybody out there. When y'all get your stimulus checks, you don't forget about...
Look, I do direct deposit.
Have you got your stimulus check
I do direct deposit with my tax refunds, and my last name starts with an A, and I ain't got nothing.
Well, you make hundreds of millions of dollars, so you should...
I qualify for the stimulus.
Neal makes hundreds of millions of dollars.
Believe me, I qualify for the stimulus, and I'm waiting on it.
But anyway, when you do get the stimulus check, think about all these mom and pop stores that are just dwindling.
Yeah.
Please support those folks.
No doubt about it, Wally. And
well, listen, I know we are up against a break, and we're going to take a quick break, but we'll be right back. I think we got word that we got a phone call. Somebody has called us, so we'll be right back.
Mr. Neal, do you know this guy? He comes here every day for breakfast and lunch.
This guy over here?
Yes.
Unfortunately, I do know him.
Man, look at the size of this chicken right here, man.
Oh, my God. Wally, how many days in a row have you eaten here?
Every day, bro.
Come out to the Pig Cafe Monday through Friday, breakfast and lunch. The biggest cat head biscuits for breakfast and the crispiest fried chicken for lunch. Come out to the Pig Cafe. What are you doing in the surgery room at Southern Animal Hospital Pet Resort?
I'm about to circumcise this dog.
Man, don't circumcise that dog. Let Dr. Steve Barron help you with the spade and neuter process. Give him a call. Southern Animal Pet Hospital Resort, 770-1838. You got to be a medical professional and board certified to perform these kind of dog procedures on surgery. Give him a call. Southern Animal Pet Hospital Resort. Hey.
Mr. Neal, is this the crazy guy that does the sports show with you?
Yes, it is. Wally, what are you doing up here at Globe? How long has he been up here?
He's been up here for like an hour, and he hasn't moved, and he's scaring off the customers.
Wally, I know you said you were going to Globe to get Holly a birthday present, but you're taking this a little bit to extremes, don't you think? Acting like a mannequin? We're going to have to call the law. You gotta come to Globe for all your needs. Up on the square. Globe Boutique.
Hey, Neal, how are you today?
I'm good. I want some of these chicken nuggets. Well, I want them down here, Crows and Brundage. Wally, what are you doing in the kitchen at Crows and Brundage?
Oh, man, I'm trying to steal the secret sauce recipe.
And they're not going to give you the secret sauce recipe. Put that sauce back. Patsy, now he's got the sauce. Unbelievable. Come see them at Crows and Brundage. Hey, they got fried okra, catfish on Friday nights, wings, honey barbecue wings, any kind of wings, and the best chicken nuggets in the world. Come see them. Crows and Brundage. Thank you.
Man, what in the world? You just ain't T-bone me right here. What in the heck? Playing with fidget spinner?
Wally, did you have a wreck?
Mr. Wally?
Man, this girl right here playing with this fidget spinner, texting on the phone and T-bone me right here in the parking lot. I was about to go pay my speeding ticket.
Right here at the police station?
Yeah.
Well, luckily at the police station, we can just call All-Star Collision 808-8822. Are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm sorry. Can I have the fidget spinner back?
Yeah, you can have
Please,
it.
Mr. Wally.
All
Thank
she's
you.
worried about is a fidget spinner. Call All-Star Collision for all your accidents. 808-8822.
You gained donuts?
I gotta pay for my gas. Wally, what are you doing at the gas station?
Oh, gas station? What are you talking about? I'm going into Preston's, man. Right across the street from Walmart, inside of Flash Mart. Best steaks in Fort Alabama.
I heard it was the best steak.
Y'all come on in.
All right,
Man, it's time for lunch.
Come to lunch,
Come on.
Preston.
Wally, what you got there?
Hey, man, I'm fishing for sharks, dude.
A cane pole and wigglers?
Oh, heck yeah, man. When you wear a deep top of barrel,
You look good, you feel good, you can fish good. Well, I got on these.
what you got? I got a big shark. Could be Charles's cousin.
With a cane pole. Call Pete Van Horn, Deep South Apparel. Look for him on Facebook. Deep South Apparel. You might catch a shark. Wait a minute. You break? It broke. The shark broke the hook. We're going to get him next time.
What in the world?
come on, man. Are you kidding me?
Oh, that's wine tea.
No.
Loverboy?
Yeah. Turn me on.
That's right, Loverboy. Isn't that guy like 800 pounds now?
I don't know. I don't know.
I think he's like 800 pounds now.
That's a good one, man. That's a good one. I just knew you was going to like that one. Come
you
on,
know,
man.
we got a big shout out we got to give.
Go ahead.
Our good buddy, Ralph Black. Turned
Ralph.
79 today, man.
That's my parents' neighbor.
Ralph is a good guy, but
Heck yeah.
he's been under the weather.
His
and,
son, Greg, graduated with me.
Sure did.
Yep.
Greg, good dude. All
Yep.
of them. Ed, all of them.
Yep.
But Mr. Black, which is radio host, WTV.
Hall of Fame radio
Hall
host.
of Fame.
Yeah.
Well, you remember when the supervisor went in there and
Yes.
busted up in there?
Yes.
I don't
On
think.
the pig show?
Well, yeah, the supervisor was after Chip Wallace.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Right.
And Ralph kicked the supervisor out.
That's right.
But
Did you see where the Troy University turned the stadium blue?
I saw that on Facebook. That is pretty neat.
Show that blue stadium, David. And they were doing it to honor healthcare workers. I just thought that was the neatest thing, man. Look at that. That's
That
cool
is
right
pretty
there.
cool.
That is cool.
pretty cool.
That's cool. And let's do we got a caller on the line, but let's get our Facebook funnies out of the way before we get to our caller. So, boy, we done got Dodie in a panic up there. He's earned his money.
He's earning his money tonight, man.
So, we'll go to caller and come back to Facebook.
Who do we got here? This callers.
Hello, Sports Chat with Neal and Wally.
It could be
Now I feel like Mike Amos up here. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, look at this. How everybody feels. This is Saturday, Friday. All right, go to the next one. My boyfriend just said, hey, and I yelled, must be the money, because I did not realize he started a Zoom conference call. Scary child toy, the adult equivalent.
That's the daggone truth.
This guy's getting out of 2020. The DeLorean, man. When someone asks, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Buddy, I'm just trying to make it to the end of April 30th. Oh, that's great.
The DeLorean was just great. Let's see.
See, we got it.
Hey, Steve, you there?
Sports Chat with Neal and Wally. Maybe he'll call back.
It was Steve Stokes. He's
Calling in from Tallis.
From Tallahassee, Alabama. That he watches our show religiously, actually, and was wanting to give us some updates on the Tallahassee football.
Before we get any further, we forgot to tell everybody who sponsors our show.
That would be.
Let me reel those off real quick, and then we'll get going. And maybe that gives Steve a chance to call back. The Old Barn Restaurant, Turner Mowing, Alabama Real Estate Connections, Southern Animal Hospital and Pet Resort, the Crease Agency, the Pig Cafe, Deep South Apparel, Severa, Ralph Baker, Hastings and Reeves, Crows of Brundage, All-Star Collision, Jones Medical Supply, Health Actions, UPS Store, Hooks Barbecue, Marco's Pizza. We need to give away a pizza tonight.
We will give away a pizza.
Let's give away a pizza tonight. Troy Eye Care, Preston Steakhouse, Stone Cold Heating and Cooling, Bill Jackson Ford and Chevy, Roadmark, Glow Boutique, Alabama Restoration, Town & Country Flooring, Tyler Transport, Trucking, Extreme Athletics, Eddie Billings Dentistry of Laverne, Smith Manufacturing, Landscape Source, Birds Drugs, PS Font Furniture of Enterprise, K Rose Fitness, the Matthews Law Firm in Ozark, the Troy Messenger, Trojan Auto Parts, Southern Scents and Sensations, Simply Southern Kitchen with Tori Stone, Raymond's Barbershop, Flo's Restaurant, Green Hills Funeral Home, Wise Office Supply, Fat Man's Barbecue in Montgomery, Southern Grill and Patio, PC Plus, Outdoor Power Equipment, fixed my mower last week.
Yeah, you did.
Premier Dodge, Chrysler, Ram, and Jeep, and they're wondering when we're going to give away another Yeti. We got Steve Stokes on the phone now. We got a former Yeti winner on the phone. Hold on just a second. Sandbuck Insurance, Julius Restaurant, Mel's 2 Restaurant, the Witherington Insurance Group, Pike County Court Referral Services, Taylor Roofing and Construction, Ivy Creek Medical, Troy Pool Service, Floyd Auto and Tire Service of Brundage, Magnolia Gaming, McDaniel and Associates of Dothan, the Half Shell Sound Stations, Firehouse Subs, Mel's Master Salon, Sign Gypsies, who put together a great sign for my daughter Addison last week, Conecuh Bridge Engineering, and Saunders Properties. Thank you, everybody. We got Steve Stokes on the line. What's happening, Steve?
Everything's good, man. How y'all doing?
Tell us how that Yeti's performing.
Yeti's performing right, baby.
I like it.
In the back of my truck all the time.
Steve Stokes, a former Premier Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Yeti cooler winner.
Which I should have won, and he cheated me out of it.
He cheated you out of it?
That's what I found.
Yeah, I cheated you out of it, Wally. Hey, Wally, what number were you nationally? That's what I want.
Uh-oh. Nationally, I was close.
Yeah.
What were you? You were up there, wasn't you?
Well, at one time I was 8th nationally, and then I ended up finishing up about 39th nationally.
Well, you had to have a heck of a picks if you won the Sports Chat with Neal and Wally Yeti contest.
Yes, sir.
Are you kidding?
Exactly right. I sure did. It's good now.
Now I heard you. Go ahead.
Hey,
Go ahead.
Man's barbecue's good now. It's real good.
You dang
It's
right.
the best ribs in town.
Oh, yes, sir. Ben and Steve and I visit Ben pretty often, don't we?
That's
buddy?
right.
They got some, what they got? What did I got? Funnel cake fries?
We did. Man, I had funnel cake fries. Oh, my goodness.
They wasn't good, were they?
Had knocked Steve off of them. He was over there trying to get him one.
No, Steve didn't eat none of them. He bought some for one of his cohorts at work.
Yeah.
There was
Steve, Steve, you got to tell us, man. What you got to help us with our next contest to give away another Yeti since there's no sports going on. What can we do?
Oh man, why you want to ask me that question right off the bat?
Is Tallahassee the Tigers? Tallahassee Tigers. They're gonna be 4A, right?
No, I was wrong about that.
I thought that's what.
They stayed 5A.
Yeah.
They did. You know, what screwed me up was that Athletic Hopeful, who I knew they were going to be in our region. I thought they were still 4A, but no, they had to move up to 5A too. So we're up at 5A with Athletic Hopeful
And Charles Henderson.
And Charles Henderson,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
So we're in the same region again. We're in the same region again. Charles Henderson.
Yes, we are. I don't know. I know we're playing Carroll of Ozark,
Yeah.
which I think
They are too.
5A or 4A.
5.
They're 5A.
They just dropped back from 6.
Okay, we also playing Central at Clay, so Clay Central.
They'll be the favorites to win the region.
Yeah, they will be. So I don't know if we're going. You know, that's a lot of 5A teams right there. So I don't. Sure that all of us aren't in the same region.
We got our Baumhauer's wings bet. Charles Henderson versus Tallahassee in the fall.
Yeah. Oh, you know we do.
All right.
Well, hey, Steve.
Hey, you know what? You know Wally. He may or may not bet you. You don't know.
You don't know.
If Charles Henderson, if Charles Henderson's undefeated, scoring 45 a game, he'll bet you.
Yeah. He gets some alligator arms about playing that needle when he starts trying to do his best. It's like crickets on the text message.
Well, hey, Steve, tell the audience what you was telling us earlier. Don't mention the source of the name to protect his identity, but tell the audience what you had heard about the first couple games for the Alabama High School Association when it comes out this fall.
Yeah, my boss, who has a son that's a coach here in Montgomery, he said they were told by the High School Athletic Association that they would not play their first 2 games.
That's what it's
they would
looking like.
start the season after that.
Wow.
Now that's a killer for Tallahassee because we open up with Reeltown on Thursday night, and it was going to be a rivalry game beyond rivalry game.
Hey,
Well, that's
you talking about a huge gate too.
Charles,
yeah.
And see, that's the same thing with Charles Henderson and Pike County High School. They are big rivals, and that's our money maker. You know.
You heard
And
it
then
here.
our second game was going to be Wetumpka, which would also be another
You heard it.
rivalry game.
You heard it right here on Sports Chat. Somebody high up, and one of the coaches somewhere is predicting that the first 2 weeks of the high school season will be delayed. It won't start till the second week of September.
Exactly.
After Labor Day, probably.
Wow. And again, Steve, you think that's going to be a huge budget factor for all these schools?
It is going to be for us. Now, I can't speak to the rest of them, but most of the time, most of these schools play a rivalry game the first game of the season and the last game of the season.
Yeah, Steve, did this source that has the end with the Alabama High School Athletic Department, did they say anything about adding those 2 games on to the end of the year and pushing the playoffs back?
No, they just said they were going to start the season late.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't play the first 2 games. They didn't say anything about adding them on the end because they'd have playoffs on the other end. So
I know. And it already affects the high school basketball season.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Big time.
it sure would. It would affect the high school basketball season.
Well, Steve, thank you for calling, man, and keep yelling for those Tallahassee Tigers. And
Hey, tell your cousin Charles from Reeltown hello from us. For us, okay?
Charles, I'll tell Charles when I see him. I sure will. Tallahassee's gonna have they're gonna have a young quarterback, the Ellis kid. He'll have 1 year under his belt. We got a couple of running backs that played some.
Yeah.
And they'll be back. But we lost a Hoss in Truck Griffith.
Yeah, you
we
did.
Really did. We're gonna miss him all around. He played on the basketball team who went all the way to play Silicaga and lost to them.
Yeah, they got lucky. They got lucky and beat Charles Henderson on the last second shot.
Yeah.
Oh, got lucky. Yeah, it was lucky. You know,
Well, Steve, we're up against a break, but we'll let you go. But thank you so much for calling Sports Chat with Neal and Wally, my
Y'all
friend.
keep supporting sports. Keep supporting Sports Chat with Neal and Wally up in Tallahassee.
Okay. See you, buddy.
We'll take a break. We'll be right back. We appreciate Steve calling.
Well, I'm up here at Bill Jackson. I'm about to break in this Raptor out here and go take it for a test drive, bro. How you going to break in? Why don't you just ask them for a test drive? They're nice. They're up here. Bill Jackson Ford, Bill Jackson Chevy. Hey, Bill Jackson's got both sides of 231 covered, man. F-150s, Mustang GTs, Chevy Tahoes, Cadillacs, GMC trucks, you name it. Come to Bill Jackson Auto for all your auto needs. Roughing the kicker. Roughing the kicker. What kind of call is that? You can't see nothing. Yeah, I can't throw a football flag in a basketball game. Yeah, I can. You need to go get your eyes checked, like for real check. Where at? Troy Eye Care. 566-7172. Troy Eye Care on Highway 87. Don't be calling basketball unless you get your eyes checked. Blake, where's your dad?
Let me come outside, the house flooded.
The house flooded. Are you kidding me? What in the world? What in the world, Wally? Man, 3 pipes busted, my house all flooded, Neal. You have got to be kidding, man. Why didn't you call Rand Anderson at Alabama Restoration, 371-5591? You wouldn't be wearing goggles and snorkels and slinging water out the front door? Unbelievable. Alabama Restoration, no disaster is too big. 371-5591. Give them a call today.
Troy Cable Security makes it easy to stay aware and stay in control of your home wherever you are. User-friendly interface allows easy navigation for lights, locks thermostat, video and garage doors. Never worry about leaving your garage door open or the front door unlocked. Your mobile app can send alerts to your phone for alarm and no alarm events. Know when your children arrive home from school with video response. Make sure your home is powered by Troy Cable Security for ultimate access, awareness, and protection.
Breaker 19, I see some smokies up here on 231.
Hey, what are you doing up in that big rig at Tyler Transport?
Oh, baby, I'm driving for Tyler Transport, brother.
Wally, you got to have a special CDL license to drive these big rigs, man. Sure. I know, but if you do get your special CDL license, you need to go see them at Tyler Transport. Hey, they offer special benefits packages, competitive pay, you're home on the weekends, and also they got those new glide packages on those rides. Give them a call, 566-7474.
Here I come,
Get
baby.
Good gravy.
Well, hey there, Mr. Wally. How you doing?
Doing well.
Good. How'd you get in here?
I better not tell you.
Uh-oh.
They don't even open till 4.
Well, I'm waiting to hear Mr. Lenny Traver play, and I'm going to give him one of these bad boy steaks that they won an award for.
Best steak in the state. Also, best catfish awards a couple years in a row. Hey, my personal favorite is the fried shrimp and the cheese grits. Also, not mentioning the cheese biscuits that come out before the meal. You're going to love that.
I know.
And a little live music, like you said, Mr. Lenny Traver, you can't beat it down at the Old Barn in Goshen, Alabama. Come see them.
Come see us.
What you got, man?
Man,
What's wrong with this thing?
I done wrecked my kayak, man.
What'd you do? Run into a weather buoy out there?
Yeah, I ran into one of
Out
those
in the
weather
Gulf?
buoys. Yeah, I sure did, man.
Unbelievable, man. What are we going to do? What are we going to do about all this?
I don't know,
We're
man.
all cracked up
I got to
in
go
here.
and see that lady.
Any insurance?
Ma'am?
Insurance?
I don't have any
He
insurance.
should have went to Crease Insurance Agency out on 231 and got him some insurance. Now he's got to pay cash money for this kayak, doesn't he?
Yeah, he sure does.
Listen to the beach worker right here. He's got to pay cash for his kayaks. Visit Mike Crease, the Crease Agency, the only insurance agent you'll ever need.
Lionel.
Well, not really.
Is that the Commodore? I missed. Let me tell you. Man, that is classic. I read something on Yahoo that Lionel, they did a list on people that how much revenue they make off downloads and top 100. I forget what one. Lionel was like number 6, and I thought to myself, how in the world is Lionel Richie number 6 making money off his music in 2020?
Wow.
And then I went on and read the rest of the article. It's American Idol. Him merely being on American Idol has people asking, who's this? Who's this guy Why is he up there with Katy Perry? And who is this Lionel Richie? Like Noah and Sydney. No idea who Lionel Richie was. Noah and Sydney didn't know who Lionel Richie was. Those people right now that are age 15 to 30, those people are downloading Lionel Richie.
Wow.
And he's like number 6, number 7.
Good
In
gracious.
revenue on downloads, man. That's incredible.
That is incredible.
And he's just a judge on the show, and his music has come back to life.
Did you see where Sexual Chocolate
Yeah.
was
I did,
up
man.
there in the
Oh,
judges of those 3 guys?
I did.
Unbelievable.
I did.
All right, let's get
Go ahead,
started.
man.
Let's talk a little bit about Alabama high school track, and this is down
Yep.
the road
Yep.
at Ozark. We want to give a big shout out to Christian Peterman of Carroll High School. He received a track and field scholarship to, listen to this, William Penn University.
William Penn
Now,
University.
Neil, where is that at?
You got me, brother.
Well, it's in Okaloosa, Iowa. I had to look it up.
Iowa.
Iowa.
Wow.
Iowa now.
Okay.
I hope he takes a coat and some
It's
because
kinda
in the winter
cold up in
time,
Iowa, man.
It's going to be real
That's
cold.
a long way from Ozark, Alabama.
But I tell you what, but
congratulations,
yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Peterman, and yeah,
What-
is that pizza worthy?
That might be pizza worthy right there, bro.
I'm liking it. Christian Peterman, I know you're in Ozark, but if you get through Troy, Alabama, you have won a Marco's large pizza, one topping. Just give them a call. Tell them you're in a sports chat. Player of the week, Christian Peterman from Ozark, Alabama, from Carroll High School. Congratulations on your track and field scholarship. Marco's Player of the Week.
Yes, sir. Congratulations.
Congratulations, man.
Well, what about some Auburn football? I know you want to
Man,
talk a little bit about them.
You know, football's coming, whether you like it or not. And I'm always following Auburn football. But Auburn got a commitment from a graduate transfer from the University of Akron earlier this week. His offensive tackle, his name is Brandon Council, and he'll now play for the Auburn Tigers. And Wally, he started 24 consecutive games for the Zips. And at numerous spots all across the offensive line, he's versatile. He can play any offensive line slot. And this is really important because Auburn loses 4 starters on their offensive line. And let me tell you, this wasn't the most spiffiest offensive line in the country or in the SEC. And to lose 4 starters from an offensive line that wasn't really all that impressive to start with, they better start getting some graduate transfers in. But offensive line is a big point of concern of Gus Malzahn and Bo Nix at quarterback. And lose 4 starters off an offensive line that wasn't all that dominant to start with. They got to replace 4 starters. It is a major point of emphasis coming into the fall. And so this is a big get for the Tigers to get somebody that has played 24 consecutive starts at the Division I level. Wow. I mean, that's a good graduate transfer right there. And Auburn basketball also got a big commitment from a 4-star forward out of Norcross, Georgia. J.T. Thor is the big guy that's has committed to play for Bruce Pearl and the Tigers. And this is important because with the departure of Isaac Okoro from that same position just a few weeks ago when he decided to enter the NBA draft, the Tigers were looking for a stud forward to step in where Okoro had departed. So that's a big get for Bruce Pearl and staff over there, getting that 4-star forward there, Wallace.
Well, let me tell you about Alabama. Now,
Yeah, go ahead.
you talking about turning the corner. I
Yeah.
really think Nate Oates at Crimson Tide is
The man can recruit.
doing it. He's
The
recruiting.
man can recruit.
And, hey, I think they're trying to nudge out Auburn, all their stuff. Let me tell you why. This is some good stuff.
Come on
Alabama
with it.
basketball got a big graduate transfer this week. They got Jordan Bruner from Yale University.
I bet he's smart.
I know he's smart. But he is 6'9", 205 pounds. He averages almost 11 points a game, 9 rebounds, Neil, 4 assists per
Yeah.
game. He is a 4th commitment. Coach Oates has landed in the last 3
The
weeks.
man can recruit.
3 weeks, brother,
The man
which
can
include a 5-star Joshua Primo.
That's the kid from Canada,
Good gracious.
Joshua Primo.
Primo, yeah. I saw something about him the other day.
Yeah.
He might be the MVP of the whole.
How they conned him into coming to Alabama. I know. Red Elephant Club, I forgot.
Red Elephant Club.
Yeah.
Is that like the bag club that gave Cam Newton the
Same
bag
club, same club.
Okay.
Same type of club, yeah.
4-star JUCO guard Keon Ellis, 3-star for Darius Miles. These commitments are already really big for the new coach who lost 3 players at the NBA a couple months ago. John Petty, Kyra Lewis and Herbert Jones. Let me tell you again.
Petty, Lewis, and Jones. When you send those three to the NBA, you better be recruited.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, dude, they are turning the corner. It kind of reminds me of when they got Bruce Pearl. I remember we were just sitting there talking. I'm like, man, Auburn, they really went after something good. And I said, can Alabama top that? And they couldn't. But I think now with Oates,
you think they're trying?
I think, man.
I'm gonna tell you what, man. Talk about. I know he's declared for the NBA draft and he's gone. But Kyra Lewis, Wally, I've never seen anybody as fast with the basketball dribbling from one end of the court to the other than Kyra Lewis. Now, Allen Iverson was pretty fast.
Yeah.
But it's one thing to be fast, just running fast, but dribbling the ball from one end of the court to the other and still be that fast, that Kyra Lewis, man, he could get from one end of the court to the other quick, brother, and dribbling too. So he's going to have some big shoes to fill right there, man.
What about some golf?
Man, it should have been Masters weekend.
No, good gracious.
This daggone virus is about to wear me out, man. We missed the Masters. This is supposed to be Masters. I know. You're right. But it's supposed to be, they moved it, and it's going to be November the 12th through the 15th, which that's a football weekend. Doesn't Alabama play Tennessee third weekend in November?
October, I think.
October? Anyway, it's a football weekend, man, and I did watch the Masters today.
I did too. Me and Noah watched it.
Tiger Woods won the 2019 Masters. It was good television. But
hey,
you think we're gonna be able to get in?
I think so, man. I'm gonna try to,
because it's gonna be having it in November. Surely a lot of media is not gonna want to be there, and we can just sneak right in.
Hey, I think if we sent a letter and said, "Hey, we're a small business and we're trying to get back on our feet because of the virus, and y'all let us come," I think they will.
You do?
I think so.
Just play the old poor cat.
Just play the old violin, Hey,
woe is me.
Yeah, exactly. But hey, I got to give a shout out to Colin McCrary.
Yeah,
I've been loving watching those pictures.
His dad took from 64.
From 64. Now I got a question. I know Colin may be watching. Something blew my mind the day when I was looking at the pictures. Back then, when they were
picking up the ball.
I
thought about you when I saw that. I said Wally Lowry's going to have 30 questions about that.
Why is that?
They didn't have extra golf carts and things to pick up them balls, man. They set the caddies down there with a bag.
Those poor caddies, and you can see. I mean, they were just.
Now them son of guns can hit it in a bucket now. If Sam Snead or Chichi Rodriguez or somebody was hitting practice balls with an 8-iron, it would be a 20-foot diameter.
Man, but those caddies were out there retrieving those balls.
Yeah.
Now caddies, man, they got champagne. They just come and comb
all
their hair.
All they got to do is clean the club off when they get
clean the club and make sure they got a sponsor showing. And speaking of sponsors, hey, we're up against a break, so don't go away. We'll be right back.
Wally, what in the world are you doing, man?
Man, I'm here training for the Olympics.
The Olympics?
Yes.
Well, you're in the right spot out here at Extreme Athletics. They do gymnastics, tumbling, cheer, sports, all types of stuff. They got great trainers, good things. Hey, 770 Flip, give them a call. Hey, what y'all sitting, Mr. Wally? Oh, you okay? Give them a call, 770 Flip.
Oh, man.
Wally, what are you doing at the UPS store?
My printer is jammed, man. I got to do 2,000 copies for the Penske file.
Well, why even worry with that little bitty printer and print one at a time, man? You're going to run out of ink. Look, UPS store does mass printing. They can print 2,000 or 3,000 copies. Cheap, fast, and efficient. Isn't that right?
Yes, sir.
I mean, why even mess with it? Come to the UPS store on Brothers Street. UPS store, all your printing needs. Moving on up to the big time. What's going on, Monopoly Man?
Oh, man, Neal,
You got money going everywhere.
I have bought up every bit of Troy, Alabama, but I'm missing a few spots right down here. Who can I call?
Man, you need to call Toby and Dina Adams at the Alabama Real Estate Connection. They'll let you finish buying all of Troy and Pike County. They're the best agents in town. They will work the hardest to get you the best deal. Give them a call, 566-4765. I promise you, you won't be disappointed. Hey, they're dealing at the Alabama Real Estate Connection.
Man, I got a big party coming on tonight, man. I got girls coming
What?
everywhere. Hey,
What are you doing up here at Southern Grill and Patio, man, with all you girls?
Getting a big green egg, man. Only place in Troy that's got them.
You having a big party? I heard you
Oh
say.
yeah, got girls coming and
Well,
everything.
you need to get all this deck furniture. They got the big green eggs, the medium green eggs, the little green eggs, everything for a big party on a deck. They got the wood thing. Hey, you got pellet grills, gas grills, anything you need. Southern Grill and Patio on North Three Notch in Troy, Alabama. Jason, how you doing, man?
Neal.
Wally, what are you doing at Jones Medical Supply?
I can't sleep at night, man. I had to come see Jason.
Well, if your sleep doctor said you needed a CPAP, you came to the right place. Jason Jones at Jones Medical Supply will fix you up. Does that thing fit right?
Yeah.
Good deal. This is like the Snuffleupagus. Give Jason Jones a call. Jones Medical Supply, 566-1002. Dang, Wally, it's going to take you forever to spray these weeds with that little jug right there.
Man, look at all these weeds in this yard, man. This is awful, Neal.
Kid, there's a better way to do this, man. Tommy Jocks will get that done for you. 799-1060. Watch this. Watch that. Watch that. Look at that. Beautiful. Boom. Gone. Call Tommy Jocks. 799-1069. Get those weeds out of here. Oh, yeah. There's insecticide in that spray, too. The ants will be... Man, I love Jackson Brown.
Jackson Brown.
I love Jackson Brown. He's one of the best artists that he don't get enough pub. You know what?
He's a great songwriter, man.
Yeah. I got to tell this, Chuck, if you're watching, you know you got pulled on the Sports Chat with Neal and Wally when in between the commercials, when y'all don't hear it, but when Wally and I are having a conversation during the commercials, the word is, Chuck won't like that one. I did say that. I thought to myself, boy, you got a lot of pull with the Sports Chat with Neal and Wally when you say Chuck won't like that one. We don't play
Joanne
that.
Ames, she told me she gave me thumbs up for Lionel Richie. So I got some fans out there.
Good. I gave you thumbs up for Lionel, man. That's good.
Good.
And you hadn't played anything live concert that sounded like a hissing snake.
Oh,
So that's good. That's good.
unbelievable.
But so I hope we're doing good on the music tonight. I hope Chuck has approved. If his name comes up during the commercial when Wally's trying to decide.
Oh, goodness.
And
Well,
shoot, man.
what about a little high school football,
Yeah,
man?
not much to report, Wally, but we want to try to stay on top of things. Laverne has not hired a head coach yet. I ain't even heard any names leak out.
Dude, with the coronavirus,
Everything's
and
just stopped. I mean, they can't. I don't guess they can interview people, or
I don't think they can.
they may not even be taking applications. I mean, I don't know. The process may not have started yet in Laverne to replace Scott Riles, who's gone to Baldwin County High School. Mm-hmm. And I also heard this, that and a high school football coach told me this to my face. Some of these coaches that have been fired or left their job and hired somewhere else can't move right now. They're still in their old city because of the quarantine, and it's making for weird vibes. You know, they can't get to their new school to start their new weight training program or their spring training or to meet their new kids, and you know, because they can't meet with the football players
That makes sense.
because the Alabama High School Athletic Association can't meet with your teams. So it's kind of a weird situation. These coaches that have been hired and fired are still in their old places, which is making for weird community involvement. But that's something to think about right there. It really is. But Laverne still has a vacancy down there. And also something that broke this week, some of the Charles Henderson football players put on their Twitter accounts and their Instagram accounts and their social media accounts that they were switching from Charles Henderson over to Pike Liberal Arts.
Yeah,
And
saw like 10 of them.
yeah, and you know, that's fine. That's fine. It doesn't matter. You know, Wally and I are not that biased. You know, we love Charles Henderson, but hey, if they want to go play for Pike Liberal Arts some more, you know, hey, we need to report that here on our show, and the bunch of them. And it doesn't matter to Wally and I either way. We just thought this information needed to be shared on the show. In fact, Wally, I'll go as far to say this: recruiting is legal in the Independent Association. And if you're a head coach in the Independent Association and you ain't recruiting, you're falling behind. You are. So hey, you know, and it'll be interesting to see how the football plays out at the high school level in Troy, Alabama this fall.
Yeah, it's going to be
It'll
interesting.
it'll be interesting.
Speaking of recruiting, man,
Yeah.
who was the head coach at Edgewood that won all those
man.
state championships?
Yeah.
He
What was
recruited a
his name?
guy from Africa that played at Auburn. What was
Yeah.
that guy's name?
I'm trying to think of the coach's name.
He's not there anymore.
Yeah,
and
he
he
got-
went over to
He ended up getting a DUI.
DUI.
Yeah.
But anyway, you talk about recruiting. That
Yeah.
guy
He
recruited
could
out
do
of
it
the
now.
country.
He could do it, and he won 12 straight state championships.
Yeah.
I mean, so if that's part of your MO, then you need to be good at it.
Yeah, and he
You
was
need to be good at it. Also, the high school football, the Headland football coach, Danny Raines, the Headland Rams football coach. He is no longer the Headland football coach. He has now retired from the Alabama High School Athletic Association, and he will be the head coach at Morgan Academy this spring in Selma. So good luck to Danny Raines, who had a great career.
Double dipping now.
Double dipping
That's
now.
what I need to be doing. buddy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And that's the way you do it right there. And we got about 10 minutes left in the show, and want to hit on the NCAA eligibility a little bit, Wally.
Okay.
You know, every time I read something about that, it's something that's going to be interesting to watch play out as well. And, you know, along with Wally and I reported right here that we read that the Ivy League was not going to participate in the fifth-year eligibility that the NCAA is going to allow because of the coronavirus and the spring athletes. But now it's broke loose this week that the University of Wisconsin has announced they're not going to honor the fifth year of eligibility for spring athletes. And
Nope.
and you know, we're doing a sports show down in South Alabama, Wally, where sports is huge and football is everything. And here in Alabama, we just automatically compare sporting budgets to Alabama's budget and Auburn's budget. And that's not fair because in real life, these are real budgets, real numbers and real money, and real universities trying to stay ahead and trying to get good budgets. And the University of Wisconsin, they just didn't see their athletic budget being able to handle all those fifth-year seniors coming back for spring. And they said, hey, University of Wisconsin, we appreciate you coming. We appreciate you being an athlete here, but we will not honor your scholarship for that extra fifth year.
And you wonder if this is going to be a year coming up. It's going to have an asterisk beside it,
Yeah.
saying that if you won
Yeah.
your conference, oh, I did it with
Yep.
5-year seniors.
And also, Wally, what's happening right now is, and I'm going to make up some names. I'm just going to make up some names. Pepperdine, San Diego State, Stony Brook, Missouri State, Northwest Texas State, they're all sitting back going, hey, we need to be investigating what Wisconsin did. We need to look at what Wisconsin's doing. Do we need to be following Wisconsin? I guarantee you. Because there's going to be more schools follow what Wisconsin did. It's going to be interesting to come out. Now, your big budget schools, your Auburns and your Alabamas and your Michigans, it ain't nothing for them to pay spring athletes to go to school for another year. That is a drop in the bucket. In fact, I saw where Alabama, not only are they continuing the renovation of Bryant-Denny Stadium, they've upped the budget for Bryant-Denny Stadium's repairs. Wow. That's incredible, man. And so that's going to be interesting to watch that play out, Wally, and we'll just keep a tap on it. And as we read that more universities follow suit like Wisconsin, we'll try to report that. Okay. And speaking of NCAA eligibility, 2 Troy Trojan baseball players that are from right here in the Wiregrass, they're weighing their options on coming back for another year. And those two Trojans are Zach Moore from Ashford and Corey Gill from Cottonwood. And they have both already spoke to head coach Mark Smart, and both of them are leaning towards coming back. And I just thought it would be neat to report that those 2 guys are coming back because they're from right here in Cottonwood and Ashford, and they play for our Troy Trojans. And Troy was off to a great start this year. They were tearing it up in baseball. And that's going to be neat to watch those Trojans come back. So we'll keep an eye on that as well. We're up against our last break of the night. We still got some more stuff to talk about that, in fact, is sports related. Hang in there with us. We'll be right back.
Wally, what are are you doing out here at Smith Manufacturing Housing?
Oh man, Neal, I'm tired of paying rent at these crummy old apartments around here, so I called Smith Manufacturing Housing. Look at this stuff, man.
566-3883. They got double wide, single wide, sheetrock housing. Come see Ashley at Smith Manufacturing. Wally's about to get him one. Man, what's that noise? What are you doing with that air conditioner heating unit?
Neal, my air conditioner went out last night, and I'll tell you what, I watch YouTube, and I know how to do all this stuff now.
Look, Wally, this could be really dangerous, man. You need to call Matt Johnson with Stone Cold Heating and Cooling. 268-0917. Licensed, insured, and bonded. You need to call Matt Johnson, Wally.
Hey, Neal, what does this red thing do?
Don't pull on the red wire. That could be dangerous, man. What'd you do? Don't pull on that red wire. Good gravy. Now you've done it. Call Matt Johnson with Stone Cold Heating and Cooling.
Hey, Neal, I need some help,
What in
man.
the world? What are you doing? What are you trying to grill?
I done burnt my barbecue, bro.
Those ribs look crisp, man. What in the world have you done? You have ruined those ribs.
I can't grill, can't have nothing, man.
Man, Hook's Barbecue's right down the street, the best barbecue in South Alabama, probably in the southeast United States. Hook's Barbecue, man, it's right over there. Give them a call. They do catering. You can get ribs like that. Like all you gotta do is go through the drive-through and get the ribs. 808-8008. Call them for your catering. Anything you need, they can fix them. They can fix any type of catering order you need. Don't cook your ribs like this, burnt crisp.
Troy Cable Security makes it easy to stay aware and stay in control of your home wherever you are. User-friendly interface allows easy navigation for lights, locks thermostat, video, and garage doors. Never worry about leaving your garage door open or the front door unlocked. Your mobile app can send alerts to your phone for alarm and no alarm events. Know when your children arrive home from school with video response. Make sure your home is powered by Troy Cable Security for ultimate access, awareness, and protection.
Hey, Neal, man, I need some help, man. I watched Point Break last night. We're about to crazy.
What happened? Here comes the lifeguard.
Same guys, yesterday you already wrecked my kayak and got an insurance.
Are you okay?
Man, I think I pulled
Pulled your leg
my
muscle?
leg muscle.
You're going to have to go to Health Action to get that worked out with physical therapy. Give them a call, 670-5435. Health Action's in front of Hook's Barbecue. Man, I hope you're okay.
I hope so.
Wally, what are you doing at Roadmart on 231 in Troy, man? What are you doing at that tire?
Oh, Neal, I'm going to put some 25s on this bad boy.
Oh, Lord, 25?
Yeah.
They can make 25? Hey, they can do specialty rims at Roadmart here in Troy, Alabama. Hey, they also do brake work. They can change your oil, anything under the hood here at Roadmart on 231. And they can even get Wally some 25s for his rim. 566-3413, Roadmart on 231.
Dadgummit. Man.
What's going on, Wally? What's wrong with that thing?
Oh, Neal, Dad, my gum, man. I can't cut grass. I can't have nothing anymore.
Is it broke? I mean,
I don't know.
What
What I
chopped it all up over there.
Yeah, pretty brutal. What I should have done was called Blake Turner with Turner Mowing at
Should've called.
334-465-0600, and I wouldn't be in this predicament
Look
right
at
here.
this. Best rates in town. Call Blake Turner. He'll give you a low quote. He'll give you the best.
Red Hot Chili Peppers. Beastie Boys. You could have picked a better Beastie Boys song.
Oh man, that's so what you want. That was their #1 hit of all time.
So what you want?
Hey, before we get out of here, I do have some news out of Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Caesars Casino said
They put the over-unders
They put
out.
the over-unders out.
Yeah.
The SEC. So let me
Yeah.
throw these out. I'm
Go
gonna
ahead.
give you the east side.
And I'll do the West.
Florida. They are saying 10 games.
Yep.
10 games, Florida. Georgia, 10. Kentucky, 7. Missouri, 7. South Carolina, 7. Tennessee, 7.5.
How can you win 7.5?
How do you win 7? I don't understand. And Vanderbilt,
5.5.
5.5.
Poor Vanderbilt. For the West, I reckon they think Alabama's going to the SEC championship again.
They are.
They are?
Yeah.
They got Alabama at 11, so get you some of that. It would take, I just don't know if I could bet over 11 for Alabama. Auburn's sitting at 8.
Yeah, that I would put them at least 3 or 4.
3 or 4?
Yeah.
So the over and under on Auburn's 8. Do you think they're going to win 8 games?
I don't
LSU 10, Mississippi State 7, Mike Leach, I think he'll win over 7 games maybe.
Yep.
Ole Miss, Lane Kiffin, 6.5. That might be a good bet to bet Lane Kiffin over 6.5. Texas A&M 9, Wally, Arkansas 4.
Who's the
Should
new
they-
coach at Arkansas?
Sam Pittman is the new Arkansas. He was the offensive line coach at Georgia last year, and he's an Arkansas poor guy. They got Vegas. Let me tell you something. They rarely miss. These are going to be real close. Every year, these over-unders are very, very close. They're within one game. They're saying Arkansas might win 4 games. We appreciate you being with us tonight. Thank you. There's no sports going on, but we're trying to put on a good television show. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you in the next one.